What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction. I am the Depraved One.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
I didn't turn off my actual sound either. I just answered a question. See, guys, ADHD is the worst. The absolute worst.
The level of distraction is real. All right.
So, for those of you that don't know, Massive Man is one of the homies. And super excited for his new song, On Our Side, with somebody named Kid, who I don't remember. I want to say I think we've heard on another Mass song, actually.
Yeah. But this came out last Friday, and we know it's roughly a week late, but we're here.
We're here. Damn it. We got it.
Since we're only doing reactions 2 days a week, takes a little bit of time.
Right.
All right.
So without further hubbub, this is Massive Man featuring Kid with On Our Side.
But are you? Are you really?
I was soft-spoken, a weirdo and unnoticed. Poor communication and feelings I couldn't cope with. I lacked focus and constantly felt hopeless. Trying to feel love with a heart that was so broken.
Hey yo! I can already relate. That was me as a kid.
I was like, is he describing you?
Absolutely.
I was definitely the quiet kid, but I was also the focus of the kids bullying me, small class size, you know. But I wouldn't say that I had communication issues.
Oh, I did.
At all. Like, at all. Which might have been part of the problem.
I got better as a teenager for sure, but...
I got worse. I closed off as a teenager. I was done with the bullying, so, like, I went my own way, but also on top of it, I got real quiet and I communicated poorly in relationships from then until later on in life.
I mean... How can I word this for you, baby? You vocalize sometimes poorly now.
Well, that's because my
words
mix
up.
together. Yeah.
You make things up.
Look, my brain works a lot faster than my mouth does, okay? But I still think combining horror and parody into horrity is the best thing my mouth has ever done without my brain's permission.
Right.
So, we're just saying. Yes.
Anyways, no, this is like me. Now, as I got older, I got better with communication because I started fighting back with words.
Right.
And
I realized in elementary school that wasn't working. And I was very rational in elementary school, too. I was a very logical kid. I wasn't very, like, outwardly emotional. So
this does not work for everybody, but please be known that I am actually happy I got bullied as a kid. It's one of those things people would look back and not be happy for. I feel like it helped me develop into who I am now, and I love who I am now. I'm not saying bullying is okay. It's not.
Every piece of shit that has happened in my life
I could live
built
without.
the makeup of me and
Right.
who I am. So in that regard, yes, I am pleased that I went through the mire that I did. However, I would not take anything. It doesn't matter what I was offered to go back in time. And I know so many people that are like, oh, I would love to be a kid again. I would, like, if you could know what you know now, blah, blah, blah. But bullshit. Nah. Life ain't good now, but it was atrocious then. So let's just be fair. All right.
Focus and constantly felt hopeless. Trying to feel love with a heart that was so broken. It isn't right, I know what it feels like. I was unappreciated, unable to live life, unable to see light, and I needed a spark. I knew I had to fight her reside in the dark. So I took the option to constantly fight hard. Wasn't reaching for the sky, I was aiming for the stars. Music was an outlet when the times got hard, and it took a few years to heal from my scars.
I don't know who this kid is, but I swear to God, he didn't look sad that everything got dropped out. He looked like he was like, oh, a water bottle I forgot I had.
Right.
Sweet.
I feel like the look was just one of disappointment. It's like the one that your parents gave you when you fucked up. And then he saw the water bottle and he's like, gold. It's all good.
There's actually Sprite in there.
It
looks like water.
It's vodka.
But it's
he
Sprite.
started early. Don't do that, kids.
No.
No. But it's funny.
Outlet when the times got hard and it took a few years to heal from my scars. Life is hell, I know what I've been to. I traveled the same path, I know what you went through. I just want to show you there's another side of life. If you don't want to struggle, you gotta put up a fight.
I just wanna be your light when it gets darkest. Show you that it's not the end when life becomes its hardest. I know you need a sign, so did I, and that's alright. This
Are you
That's totally haunted.
jealous
That's,
as I am right now?
I'm so jealous. You have no.
I want you guys to understand.
He has ideas. You have no idea how jealous I am.
Hold on.
That's...
wanna be your light when it gets darkest.
It needs gargoyles,
We haven't even seen the house yet,
and I still want it.
but this is what we want.
The
we
wrought
want
iron
the gate
fence.
with the stairs. that
Although
lead up
I
to
don't
the
know
home.
what it
Bounce,
like,
Nelly. Somebody's mad at Nelly.
something like that. But no. Mine would say beware. And the urn would be gargoyle. Picture it. But yeah, this is amazing.
That it's not the end when life becomes its hardest.
Look at that.
It is a fucking castle.
It's a castle.
Fam.
It's a castle on a hill.
Where the fuck?
Where is this? Can I have it?
Is it for sale?
Can I has?
Is it for squat?
Yeah, we can't buy it.
Look,
but we can live there.
If we live there long enough, they can't kick us out, is all I'm saying.
I mean,
squatters' rights are a thing.
They can. It just takes quite a few legal proceedings to do so.
Is there a family there that wouldn't mind if you hold another family? Well,
They up for adoption. Just saying. I've been adopted once. I could do it again.
I would like to try it. See if it works for me.
Right, at this point in your life. Right.
I know you need a sign, so did I, and that's alright. This world is cold, we need to know somebody out there's on our side. This world is cold, we need to know somebody out there's on our side.
He just met one of the cunning folk. I just want to say that was definitely one of the Fae. That's a little scary. What?
Right.
What do you think she was? Come on now.
A friend.
Well, obviously, at this point.
She gave him dirt and kind of a flower.
Yeah, I thought she was going to give him dirt and then walk up to the castle because it was her place. She was like, and this was what you will always be.
Right. So maybe it's an imaginary friend.
Whatever floats your boat.
Somebody out there's on our
I'll be your fire when it's cold. I'll be your light in the dark. I'll be that voice in your head that remind you who you are. I'll be your friend if they won't. I'll show you love if they don't. People like us are used to being the ones they try to provoke. But one day it will change. These motherfuckers will know me. I bet you then the people that hate me will want to be homies. It's funny how that works. But not when you're the one that it happens to. Just acknowledge that I exist. I'm not even asking for gratitude. I should be mad.
She was laughing.
Just disappointed in all the people that pass along. Feel like I'm invisible inside of a house of mirrors. And everybody's wearing earplugs so they can't hear it. But you gotta remember when it comes to these people that you only need people in your life to see you as equal. I promise you this, if you ride away.
Who invited Fester?
I mean, Fester was looking a little taller than Norm. But okay.
Listen.
But she's got
I'd have played that character.
a little pocket full of sunshine.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Inside of a house of mirrors, and everybody's wearing earplugs so they can't hear it. But you gotta remember when it comes.
I love that. Everyone's wearing headphones so you can't hear it, and it muffles.
Earplugs so you can't hear us?
Right.
Yes.
A nice little play on that.
A house of mirrors, and everybody's wearing earplugs so they can't hear it. But you gotta remember when it comes to these people that you only need people in your life to see you as equal. I promise you this, if you ride it with kid, then I'm riding with you. We can do what it do. Now let's show all these motherfuckers what an uppercut is. If you stand, then I'm standing with you. We family.
I just wanna be your light.
Why does that look like a young Leo? Looks like a young Leonardo DiCaprio.
Which one?
Uncle Fester-ish.
Oh, Fester.
Wait until it goes up to his face closer.
And then I'm standing with you. We family.
I just wanna be your light when
I can see
it
that.
gets
I mean, I was just gonna say, he's going younger now.
that it's not the end when life becomes its hardest. I know you need a sign, so did I,
like how the guy just looks over and he's like, oh, shit. Other kid. He's like, yeah, neener.
Come
Yeah, that's actually what that
Sorry. Let's go.
You good?
This world is cold, we need to
I'm melting.
out there's on our side.
That whole section there vaguely reminds me of the Witchmaster.
I was just gonna say, did he just trap him in the pendant? Because we all know what happens in this horror movie, y'all. Like, you best bury that thing like 10 leagues under the sea. Yeah. It's gonna be brought up anyway, but you know, it won't be on you.
Body out there's on our side.
Well, that's fun.
That's pretty. Oh, are they gonna listen? Are they gonna toss it?
Yes. And of course, he handed it to her because she's obviously got the better arm of the two of them.
Well, yeah.
So, you know.
She's bigger and stronger and faster.
Well, and magical.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there is that.
I'm pretty sure she did live at that house, by the way.
Because she was setting his roses on fire?
Yes.
Okay, possible.
That looks like a building a magical person would live in.
It does, which is why we should live there.
Right.
Yeah. I also like that she gave him a dandelion because weeds can grow anywhere and they're still beautiful. I
love, by the way, being more honest of the song itself and its message. I feel like a lot of us that spent so much of our lives as outcasts can fully relate to this song. Because you eventually do run into those people.
Your tribe.
That becomes your circle of people. I unfortunately had a circle of people that was more like just a bunch of straight lines because none of them got along. But...
You had spokes.
Yeah,
baby.
I had spokes. It wasn't a circle.
Yeah.
I had spokes. But I did have my best friends. And honestly, my best friend is still my best friend to this day.
Which is such a... I mean, that's fabulous.
A lot of
you
people
guys
don't...
met like right before 9th grade, right? 9th-ish.
Yeah, right at around 9th grade.
Whereas I think... So I have two besties. Luckily, they do get along. And one...
You got like 12.
Shit, we're going on like 20 years now. And then the other is over a decade. I mean, I definitely have a few other friends. My circle is more like a dot, y'all. No, like I don't have the energy. I just don't.
I have a small group of best friends, which are like Joe, Anthony. You still haven't met Smurf, but he's one of them. Wes is still in there, even though I don't talk to him much anymore. And that kind of covers in real life.
Yeah.
Up close people that I grew up with or spoke with, friends
along
with
the way.
Along the way.
Yeah.
I've got my super close internet friends.
Yeah.
Which are basically my best friends over the internet.
That we just unfortunately don't get to physically hang out with. Yeah.
Right. And that's a mixture of people and artists. But I know them more for the people they are at this point than the artists that they are. And that's, for those of you that do watch the channels and watch the streams, that ranges anywhere from, I would say, the four that I talk to mostly at this point are DK, Dwayne, Banksy, and Scheme.
Right.
And then on top of Scheme's actually close enough that we can go visit though, so we do occasionally.
See about once a year. Yeah. And that allows us to hang out with
like
Gatsby.
The just outer circle of that would probably fit Nico, Gats,
Matt.
Todd, Matt.
Yeah.
A lot of others.
Well, plus we have our
Atlas.
Gaming group, like everybody that's in that, because we do see them actually physically every other week. But yeah, I mean, I've got my two girls, and then I've got two that I met over doing all of this. One in Canada, and one is she country surfs. We'll just leave it at that. And then I do still I keep up with, to a degree, my best friend from when I was living in England. Now, we have very obviously separate lives and everything, but we try to communicate. But that's not like a close relationship, you know. But those are the people that I talk to.
And then you have and then we have our viewers that have become friends over time.
Yeah. One of which is one that I just mentioned, yeah.
Dr. A,
Yeah.
George, and Killzo, so many others, Mike, and
yeah.
we don't know. There's a lot, okay? There's a lot of people there as well. And honestly, if I could say there's one thing...
Well, and I talked to Aviva when she's not crazy busy. Mercy Reigns, too.
There's just so much that goes on. Well, that's not even what I was trying to go to. I spent so much of my childhood alone.
Yeah.
And again, right at about 9th grade, so that puts me right at about... it would be before that. It'd have been like 7th grade. 8th grade.
So, like 12, 13-ish.
Right. That's when I met Joe. And I mean, I had little friends that I would meet along the way up until then, but they would either betray me or...
Yeah, that would be why I don't have any best friends until I was 20. I probably would have stayed with Jilly 100%, and that is my best friend that I met in England, because we were inseparable for the 2.5 years that I lived there. But we moved back early 90s, so that's a long distance phone call. We were pen pals for a while because that was a thing. And you had to write on a really thin paper because it was costly to even do it that way. And so the internet does help for stuff like that. But yeah, everybody else in junior high school, it was like we were friends for a year and then they betrayed me to move on to something else.
And then there's tons of people that we would love to be friends with, you know, Eminem and Gone and Tech Nine. And
I mean, Gone at least tolerates us.
Yeah, Gone tolerates us. No one else knows we exist.
He says that he laughs at us, but you know, our reactions. But like
he has said, and I do mean this, he has told us that we are his favorite reaction channel.
He has.
As far as people that react to him when we react to it.
Now we are very obviously not very serious people.
No.
But we are very, very serious about our loyalty and how much we love these songs and honestly how much they mean to us. And this one, I 100% agree. Everybody that has been in the alt lifestyle, an outcast, an introvert, has experienced this to some degree. Yeah. I do wish I had a little fairy in my back pocket that gave me dandelions and
hopefully
carried, you know.
Hopefully a lot of you have also gone on, if you're an outcast and you're somebody that, you know, can really relate to the song, hopefully you have gone on to find somebody that is a good enough friend that it doesn't make you feel alone.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the worst.
And honestly, I wish social media was all that. Like I said, it helped Jilly and I reconnect. It helped me meet some of these amazing people. And if we concentrated on the good that we could do versus all of these fucking hate comments, if you can take the time to write a shitty comment for no reason on somebody's post that you don't know,
you could have been scrolled to another place to find something you like.
Well, and you can take the time to write something that may help somebody stay alive that day on a post that does matter to you, where you're taking the time to say something nice.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's my personal opinion. If not, just scroll past.
I argued with a lot of dumb people this week.
Yeah, that's
which
that's
in
a
turn makes me
problem.
dumb. I know.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Anyway, that was amazing. I really like that, and that's probably one of the songs that most applies to me that I've heard recently. Yeah.
All right, guys, that is gonna do it. We love you, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Fabulous. And I still want that house. Let us know. Send us the Zillow link.